land at cost. Okay, the land at cost is this much, 1,460,000. But here you have to see that there is some additional information. Land is revalued up by 15%. It is going to be valued up by 15%. So 15% of 1,460,000, 1,460,000, okay, plus, and you have 15% of 1460 is 219,000. So 219,000. So this value is going to be equal to 1679,000. So this value is going to be 1679,000. Factory, okay, which is in the highest value. So this is around, the factory is also going to be revalued. It is 850,000 and this was revalued by 5% on its carrying value. So let's write it here. So the next one is going to be factory. Okay, the next one is going to be factory, and then let's write all the names and then calculated factory. Then you have the plant and equipment. Okay, plant and equipment at cost. Okay, plant and equipment at their carrying value you have to put. Okay, we have to calculate that. Then the next one is the machinery. Okay, machinery at its carrying value. Then you have the fixtures and fittings. Okay, then you have the fixtures and fittings. Then you have the computer equipment. Okay, so the next one is the computer equipment. Then you have the motor vehicle. Okay, this is a motor vehicle. Now let's calculate for each of them. Okay, the carrying value of all this non-current assets. Factory was at 12. Factory was at 850,000. Now it's going to be revalued. So let's write it here. Okay, 850,000. Okay, plus it is 5%. So 0.05 times 850,000. So that is going to be equal to 50,000. So that value is going to be equal to 850,000 plus 42500. So that is going to be equal to 892,500. So it is going to be equal to 892,500. Then you have, okay, plant and equipment. The plant and equipment, okay, we can see that the value is plant and equipment at cost was plant and equipment at cost was 72,000 and there's a provision of 21,600. If we go below, we can see that they are the plant and equipment needs to be depreciated over 10 years using the straight line method of depreciation. So here we have to depreciate and write at its carrying value. Okay, so the cost is 72,000. So the cost is 72,000. So 72,000 divided by 10, that is equal to 7,200. Okay. every year it has to be depreciated by this amount. Let's see for 10 years, but let's see how many years it has been depreciated. So 21,600 divided by 7,200, so that is going to be equal to 3. So we can see that it has been depreciated 3 years. Now let's depreciate it for the 4th year as well. So 72, okay, 72,000 minus 4 times 7,200. 200. So that is going to be equal to 43,200. So it is going to be equal to 43,200. Okay. So the total cost minus total accumulated depreciation. So we can see that it has been depreciated up to 3 years. So the for 4 years you have to depreciate. Okay. Then machinery. Machinery, we can see that machinery has been equal to carrying value they have given, it is 180,000. So let's write it here. Okay, because it has no this depreciation value, they have given straightforward the carrying value. So you will write it as carrying value. Okay, so 180,000. Then fixtures and fittings. Fixtures and fittings are also given at their carrying value. So you will just calculate at the carrying value. Then you have computer equipment. It is also given at the carrying value. It is 45,000. It's already depreciated and given. So you will have to make no adjustments. It is 45,000. Then you have the motor vehicles. It is given at the cost and the provision. So let's look at how do you depreciate here. Motor vehicles need to be depreciated by 25% per year using the reducing balance method. So you will have to depreciate using the reducing balance method. So let's depreciate it. Okay. So motor vehicles, okay, motor vehicle is going to be 124,000, okay, 124,000 minus 60,000, okay, minus 60,000 times minus 60,000 times 25%, 0.25. So this is the depreciation charge for this year. So that is going to be equal to 16,000. So now we have to calculate and find what is the total depreciation charge and then subtract it from the cost to get the actual carrying value. So it is 124,000. Okay, so 124,000 minus of, okay, minus of 60,000 is the depreciation plus this year's depreciation you add. So that gives the total depreciation charges. So this value 124, okay, 124 minus 60 plus 16,000 is this year's, okay, is the carrying value. This is going to be your carrying value. This is the carrying value, okay, carrying value of the asset, okay, cost minus the depreciation charges. So now this year's depreciation charge is given here, okay, this year's depreciation charge is 16,000, which was calculated using the reducing balance method, which is cost minus the depreciation, cost minus depreciation times the rate. So that is the formula for calculating depreciation charge for this year. Now you will add up with the total and form total accumulated depreciation, and then cost minus the total accumulated depreciation will be the carrying value of the motor assets, which is going to be equal to 48,000. So it is equal to 48,000. So you have investment property. Okay, it is also a non-current asset. Investment properties at cost, okay, is also a non-current asset. So let's write it here. Property at cost. Okay, so the value is 1,235,000, and we can see that there is no additional information has been given towards that. So 1,235,000. Okay, so investment at property at cost. So regarding that, there has been no modification or adjustments. Then you have other tangible assets like the trademark. Okay, you have intangible assets. Okay, these are the tangible assets, okay, which physical assets. Then you have the intangible assets such as the trademark, which is also a non-current asset. Okay, so you have trademark purchase for the value of 55,000. So this also there has been no changes, so it's the same, and you add up this and this, and the value becomes like this. Okay, 190, 200. At all the current assets, the current asset first is going to be the inventory. Okay, this is the inventory at 30th September 2023. So closing inventory. So the closing inventory is going to be equal to, so the closing inventory is 64,000, and there has been no, you can see that there has been no mention of inventories anywhere here. So you need not have any adjustments. You can directly write it as 64,000. Then you have the trade receivables. Okay, trade receivables. The trade receivables are going to be 167,000. So let's write it here. So that is also having no adjustments. So you are just adding up. And then you have, okay, trade receivables. Then you have the other receivables. Then you have the other receivables, which is at 9,800. And then, okay, the other receivables at 9,800. Then you have the cash. Okay, then you have the cash, which is 23,000. Cash. So now let's add up. Cash is at 23,000. Now let's add up this total non-current assets. So 64,000 plus 167,000 plus 9,800 plus 23,000. So that is equal to 263800. Okay, 263800. So 263800 value. So 4190,200 plus 263800. So that value is going to be equal to so 4454,000. 4454,000.